Hello and welcome to Real Watchers Movie Club. My name is Garrett.
And I'm Kevin.
And we are your hosts. Movie Club is a show where we pick a movie every week and discuss it, just like a book club. On today's show, we are covering the sci-fi romance film, The Shape of Water. Our thoughts and more are coming up on Movie Club. Released in 2017, The Shape of Water was directed by Guillermo del Toro and stars Sally Hawkins, Richard Jenkins, and Octavia Spencer. An otherworldly story set against the backdrop of Cold War-era America circa 1962, where a mute janitor working at a lab falls in love with an amphibious man being held captive there and devises a plan to help him escape. The film currently has a 3.7 out of 5 on Letterboxd. It was nominated for 9 Academy Awards, including Best Film Editing, Best Sound Mixing, Best Sound Editing, Best Costume Design, Best Cinematography, Best Original Screenplay, Best Supporting Actress for Octavia Spencer, Best Supporting Actor for Richard Jenkins, and Best Actress for Sally Hawkins. It won 4 Academy Awards for Best Production Design, Best Original Score, Best Director for Guillermo del Toro, and Best Picture. All right, before we dive into this movie and some of the spoilers it can contain, we do want to issue a spoiler warning for the movie, so make sure you watch it first before you kind of jump into the video. It's okay, you can pause it and come back. You're not going to offend us. We just don't want to spoil it for you. So, but make sure you stay tuned till the end of the episode, not till next week. Stay tuned to the end of the episode to find out what movie we're covering next week, because I can't wait for Kevin to watch it. Alrighty, Kevin, Shape of Water was my pick this week.
Yes.
And
yes, it was.
Picked it because... gonna be honest, I'd never seen it.
Oh, okay.
It hurt me to admit that I had never seen this movie. I remember back around a year or two after it came out, my mom was looking for something to watch, and I was like, "Oh, you should watch this movie. I've heard it's really good." This is before I was really into movies as much as I am now. I was always into movies, but not seriously like this.
Yeah.
So she ended up watching it and fell in love with it, and was always like, "You haven't seen this movie? You need to watch it." Finally have. 8 years later. So. But Kevin, had you seen this movie before? Had you heard of it? What's going on?
So I've not seen this movie before, but I have heard of it because of Guillermo del Toro. That's how I know of it. And I remember seeing it being advertised in theaters and such like that. So I knew what I was kind of getting myself into, but then we'll talk about the movie.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and dive into it. Again, spoiler warning, we're going to be going over everything that happens in this movie, so please do not get angry at us for spoiling anything that happens. So, but on first watch, I really enjoyed this movie. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily Del Toro's best movie. I think that's it's up in his top 3, I would say, but it's not number 1.
Yeah.
But I do think that it is really a good movie, and I think that it was very weird to watch this after watching Frankenstein had just come out, because they're 2 very different movies, tonally and kind of even looks wise, but they're also kind of similar. They both have themes of companionship. One is more between creator and creation, and this one is, for not to put too fine a point on it, it's fucking the fish man.
Yeah. I mean, that's what happens, but
that do be what happens when you meet a sexy fish man.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought this movie looked absolutely beautiful. Is it set in the 60s or the 50s?
Yeah, 62-ish.
60s, and everybody wearing the correct outfit and uniforms and everything like that. Even having the Russian spies in there and stuff like that were very cool. But you gotta admit, dude, the Fishman looked absolutely phenomenal in this movie. Every single scene, I don't usually do this. I was trying to look for a little fuck up in this movie with the Fishman, and I didn't see too many of them, if that. But I really enjoyed the concept of the 2 kind of main characters not having a voice and having other people not speak for them, but translate for them in ways.
Yeah, it's another thing that lends into the idea, one of the core ideas of this movie, which is the other, which could be a member of any marginalized group. Whether it's someone who's mute or deaf or physically disabled, right, or gay, or LGBTQIA plus, or a different race, a different religion, anyone who feels outcast by the kind of larger societal expectations, finding the person that they're meant for, regardless of who they are, and kind of getting over those differences. It's a beautiful message.
Hmm.
And I will say, I do kind of want to lean into my one main criticism with this movie,
Okay.
which is that I think that is it's a fantastic message. Absolutely love it and agree with it as someone who's a part of a couple of marginalized groups, but I would say it's a little too whimsical at some points,
Hmm.
a little too fairy tale ish. But that's what Del Toro is really good at, and I think that
Hmm.
that's what's really nice about it. The problem is that I love the outlandishness of it when it's more grounded. When it goes for the whimsical and she floods her entire bathroom, and
I mean,
like
that's
that,
so cool.
it's cool. Don't get me wrong, but a building in the '60s would not be able to hold
No,
that much water.
above a theater too.
But this movie is missing, I think, something that makes Del Toro movies Del Toro, which is that twinge of the horror, the twinge of the macabre, like something a little scary underneath. And
Well,
I guess you could say that, with the fish creature being
oh, I
there.
wouldn't say that actually.
Really?
No, I think the horror is was the lieutenant during the whole thing, because it is the fishman at first, because we don't know him and we don't know what his intentions are. But when
Yeah.
Strickland, the governor person, comes in, then he is the horror figure. But he doesn't have to dress up as a horror figure. He can just be a normal
Sure.
person in that aspect. That's what I got from it, because you kind of direct yourself away from the fishman, because he's like, oh well, they don't know what he is, they're just going to kill him and everything like that. So that's what I took away from that.
Sure, and I can see that definitely. Right.
Hmm.
The true monster is the toxic white guy. 100%.
Hmm.
I love that. But I don't really see that. Like, I don't see it as a horror thing.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I think
Mhm.
movies like Pan's Labyrinth, which I think is still his best movie to date.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then I also think of like Frankenstein, which has that gothic twist to it. This is kind of missing that. This one's a lot more romance focused. This is a love letter to so many different things, movies being primarily among them. She literally lives above a movie theater, and it's
All they do is watch musicals the entire
dream
time.
fucking living situation. If you give me, there's literally a part of this movie where he wakes up and then walks down to the movie theater and watches a movie naked. I would do that.
Well, it was the fishman, he doesn't really have clothes.
It's true, but like, when you wake
So
up after like you've been knocked out or whatever, and your first thought is,
Mhm.
I need to go and watch a movie. That's me. I identify with the fishman, and also I would 100% love to be with Sally Hawkins. She's a gorgeous person. But I don't know, the whimsy of it kind of like, it's a little too whimsical. I kind of wanted a little bit more of that Pan's Labyrinth creepiness, like something
Mhm.
like, yeah, the fishman is creepy at first, but like then he grows on you and he becomes like a sweet, lovable creature, which is fine. But I kind of wanted something else, something a little creepy, to make its way, and something a little bit more macabre. And I can see Strickland kind of being that kind of, obviously he's the villain, but like maybe like some sort of like he works for like a shady government, like Men in Black type thing, or like
Mhm.
something like that, instead of just being a government guy.
Yeah.
I think that's what's missing. But what else was I going to say? No, that was really about it. Actually, that's really the only thing that I kind of missed with this movie. Everything else is great. The cast is phenomenal.
Yeah, the cast is phenomenal. I mean, is it Octavia? Is that how you say her name?
Yeah,
Is fantastic in this movie as one of the supporting actresses, and
she's great in everything, though. I love Octavia.
she's so good. She's not in it for that long. I thought she would be in it for much more of the movie, which it's kind of relieving when she comes on the screen, because something like is funny is going to happen, or that something is serious is going to happen. And I love how, like we talked about, the two main characters do not talk in this movie, but they can show so much emotions with just their hands and their movements and everything like that.
Yeah.
When she's teaching him sign language, or teaching him about music and stuff like that, there's no talking, but they understand each other, and you understand as well while watching this movie.
Yeah, and I think that not a lot of credit unfortunately goes to Doug Jones here, who
Mm-mm.
plays the amphibian man. His performance underneath the layers of costume and makeup is so good. Like he brings
Mm-hmm.
so much emotion through, and I hope that's him dancing with Sally Hawkins in the black and white like musical segment. That was great.
Yes. Yes, it
I
was.
sincerely hope that was him. Um, but like the two of them and Sally Hawkins, man. Oh, Sally Hawkins is so good in this movie. Such a
Mm-hmm.
relatable, charismatic character. She has entered into the headcanon for me of characters who are the protect at all costs
Mm.
characters, the ones that you just love so much for like just existing, and you're like, I will kill for you. Like there's a few characters I can think off the top of my head. It's like her, Anya from Spy Family is also up there, right? And then the main girl from Song of the Sea, which is an Irish animated movie. But like those kind of characters, you're like, I want to just, keep you safe. I want
Mm-hmm.
nothing to happen to you because you're so pure-hearted.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely love them. But also, like Octavia Spencer, as you said, I mean, come on, she's literally like
Yeah,
whenever
she
she's
hasn't been
sassy,
bad. Yeah.
she's so funny. I love her so much. Richard Jenkins also as Giles, I think is his name.
Yeah.
Giles,
Childs
yeah,
or
as the kind of neighbor, kind of the voice for Sally Hawkins when she's not at work. He's so good here too. Such a kind and understanding man, and clearly going for a message where he's gay, and
Yes.
like in a time when it's not okay to be really society wise. So really enjoyed that kind of story to him, and like when he realizes he can't have that, but Sally Hawkins or Eliza has a chance at that, he's just like, I will help you. And I love that. That moment is so good. Literally one of my favorite moments.
Another part that I really enjoyed with is it Giles?
Mhm.
Called Giles. Giles' character is when he's talking with Sally after they leave the pie store, and he goes, "Does he really mean it? Does he really say we all come back now?" And stuff like that. And then when the situation happens with the black couple that come in, and then the owner says, "No, you got to leave now." So he didn't really mean come back. The restaurant owner. So and that's when he realizes, well, unfortunately I can't have it, but Eliza can. So let me help her with her endeavors.
Yeah, it's really a great performance all around, and also just good writing too. But also Michael Shannon as Strickland, great villain.
Hate him. Which is good.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like you care so much about the other characters that it makes him just hateable, and which is really great. He's a fantastic part of this movie, and absolutely love him as the villain. Also, Michael Stuhlbarg, who plays the scientist, who is also a Russian spy.
Yes.
Literally, like I don't remember which Letterboxd review I read, but it was like he's the one guy who sees you with like the person you're into and is just immediately supportive and not like judging you or whatever, which I thought was great. Like 100%. Like he's a Russian spy, but like he first and foremost cares that the creature is treated normally.
Properly. Yeah.
Like doesn't matter which side wants him for that. Like which is a really nice role. And his ending is so sad. Like when he's dragged. When puts his hole through like
hated that part because it's so good.
That hurt. Also the man's rotting fingers is just so disgusting to me.
Well, I thought of that as how some people can reattach their fingers and it grow back normally, but he's so bad that his fingers don't want to be attached to him anymore.
There
kind
could
of a
be
situation.
That. I like that. I wasn't thinking that at all. It was just more like he was like corrupted and was just kind of becoming more sickly and disgusting as the movie goes on. Also, he's got a weird fascination with Eliza, which is kind of creepy.
Yeah, really.
But I think it's literally like because she can't talk. I love the way this movie just deconstructs toxic masculinity and like the like the ideal man of like the 1960s is the bad guy, and I really like that.
Well, I like when he goes into the Cadillac dealership. He goes, "You look like a guy that drives a Cadillac every day. Puts food on the table for your wife and stuff." And
you look like a man of the future. That
Yeah.
future has Cadillac in it or whatever, and then he
Yeah.
just drives home in
It's
it.
a great ass slogan too. I really enjoy it, but it's like he didn't need that, but he wanted to hear it. That's
And
why
then
he
it
got
doesn't
it.
help that the young girls driving by next to him are like, "Hi," and he's just like,
Yeah.
"I made the right choice." It's fantastic. But no, like overall, I think this movie, like all the awards this movie was nominated for, totally worth it. Do I think this is the movie that should have won Best Picture? Probably not.
What
I
was
think
it up against?
this year, let me go ahead and pull it up. It was, I know for a fact, it was up against Get Out,
Okay.
which I think, in terms, if we're going off of what is the highest rated movie for me of that year, it would have been Get Out. But it was also up against Call Me by Your Name, Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Lady Bird, The
Oh,
Post.
Dunkirk and Lady Bird always had good attentions too.
Mm-hmm. 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, and Phantom Thread. So a lot of like Oscar baity type stuff. I would have rather seen Get Out get it, honestly. I think Get Out was the best movie of that year. But like I do think that Shape of Water is an excellent choice though, because it was the genre movie. It was the weird one, but it was also such a love letter to movies and to just romance and to, and I think that, because of that, I can see why it won. All right, so this was my movie pick this week. So let me go ahead and give you my score real quick. I thought this movie is truly great. I think that the only thing about it for me is that it is a little too wrapped up in the whimsy that I think it forgets some of the more horror and kind of like gothically macabre things that Guillermo del Toro is really known for. But besides that, the romance is fantastic. The performances are incredible. Sally Hawkins is such a treasure in this. The production design, the costumes, the music, everything about this movie is firing on such high levels that it's hard not to love. So for me, I gave it an 86 out of 100, which is equivalent to 4 stars out of 5 on Letterboxd.
Nice. Yeah. So I'm in the same realm of you as you. This movie is absolutely gorgeous, set in the 1960s. It looks its part and it is its part. The fish man, the aquarium guy, whatever they want to call him, we call him the fish man.
Sexy fish man.
I'll just say fish man. But he looks absolutely fantastic in this movie. Every part of him, even when he's underwater or he is getting the egg from Eliza, is fantastic. The story of love, and I would say, what did I put? Like being belonged to somebody. When you think that everything is lost, pretty much, is she found that one person in the world that understands her, and that's what this love movie is about. I absolutely enjoyed it. I give it an 83 out of 100, which accumulates to 4 stars out of 5.
All right, so there you go. That is our final score for this. The question now falls to you. What do you think of The Shape of Water? We'd love to hear what you have to say down in the comment section down below. Just remember to be respectful of one another, because I'm tired of making jokes. It's not hard to be nice to one another. But next week, we're going to be covering the animated comedy Fantastic Mr. Fox, which I'm super excited for Kevin to watch for the first time. So make sure to watch it before next week so you aren't spoiled. But again, thank you so much for watching. Of course, we have this show that goes live every single Friday at 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and our live stream that goes live every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, make sure to keep those eyes on the screen.